Hello again and welcome to Vacasa's first webinar of 2021. We moved to this recorded format based on feedback that we received from you and very much value your time and hope that this format is better for you to receive this content whenever it's convenient for you. Now that we're in the second month of 2021, I can say with confidence that this is really going to be a very busy year for you and for Vacasa. Vacation rental demand remains high and travelers are continuing to book vacation rentals over traditional accommodations. According to a recent report from Skift, which is a publication that tracks very closely the vacation rental industry, the share of vacation rentals within the total accommodation market more than doubled in a very short window between February and December of last year. New reservations have been incredibly strong to start the new year. A surge in future bookings right after the December holidays is fairly typical seasonal pattern that we find as people start to book out further into the year. However, it really plateaus around the first week in January. This year, that plateau simply didn't happen in January. Daily creations more than doubled from the trend we observed in most of 2020. And while this booking trend is starting to normalize in February, we are still tracking ahead of this time last year, which is great news. Taking a look at this quarter's performance, an initial lag in bookings for Q1 was driven by fewer international guests, less demand for snowbirds who book longer stays, largely impacting states like Arizona, Florida, and Texas, and of course, COVID closures, which had a major impact on California in particular, as most of the state was under a stay-at-home order for December and January. However, we continue to see improvements as the quarter progresses, and are seeing strong demand in what typically used to be the shoulder season, with February posting a big improvement since the beginning of the year. Once down as much as 30%, we've caught up or exceeded February bookings in most markets. March will solidly outperform 2020, an outcome that we obviously expect given the fact that there was a high volume of cancellations that we saw in the second half of March last year. Many students across the U.S. are still participating in online learning, and as a result, we're seeing strong demand over spring break, with families seeking a change of scenery during a typically popular travel time. As of right now, we are pacing 75% up over March of last year. Of course, understanding that last year was heavily impacted by COVID cancellations. A couple of other updates to share. Vacasa has partnered with a financial technology company called Affirm to provide flexible payment options to guests planning their next trip. Now when booking on Vacasa.com, eligible travelers can select Affirm at checkout and split the cost of their vacation rental into monthly payments over 3, 6, or 12 months with interest as low as 0%. Customers are shown the total cost of their purchase up front, which will not change as Affirm does not charge late or hidden fees. This is a really great offering for our guests, as we've seen a sharp increase in buy now, pay later transactions throughout the pandemic, and as guests are booking vacations further out. Another benefit we'll be providing to guests is a new travel protection insurance product through Red Sky, who is a partner of Wyndham Vacation Rentals, for those of you who joined us through that acquisition. Red Sky has been driving force in the vacation rental industry, and Vacasa will offer an exclusive package to guests that includes coverage when trips don't go as planned due to the issues like illness, death in the family, natural disasters, or flight interruptions. Guests who purchase travel protections and meet specific criteria will be eligible for a refund. And when this occurs, homeowners will be paid for all nights in the reservations as well. So a great benefit for you as well. And last but not least, we've opened up the entire Vacasa portfolio to Wyndham Rewards members. This means Wyndham's 86 million members worldwide can redeem their points at any Vacasa property. This is just another channel to generate more exposure and reservations for your home. Again, we are incredibly excited for the year ahead and hope you are too. I appreciate your time today and hope this new format works better for you. If you have any feedback at all, we'd love to hear from you, and you can simply email homeowner.experience@vacasa.com. Next up, our VP of Revenue Management, Natalia Sutin, will provide an update on some additional performance trends we're seeing throughout the portfolio.
Hi all, it's a pleasure to be here today. I am Natalia Sutin, VP of Revenue Management at Vacasa. First, I will share some trends we're seeing across the country and what those trends mean for you and your home. As Matt mentioned, we're seeing very strong demand for vacation rentals. New reservations hit record highs in January. In fact, January 24th was nearly 2.5 times the daily average between October and December 2020. However, we are also seeing more last-minute demand. For stays this January, for example, the average booking window, which is how far in advance guests book, decreased from 41 days in 2019 and 2020 to just 26.5 days. We've seen the booking window lengthen significantly since the new year, which signals an increase in guest confidence, and yet it does still remain below last year. What does this trend mean for you? You may not have as many reservations on your calendar for the summer yet. We are strategically keeping summer rates high because we strongly believe demand will be there. While it may be concerning to see openings on your calendar, based on what we've seen and learned in 2020, we expect this to be a great summer. Thank you so much for your time today. It's an honor to be your vacation rental partner, and we look forward to a great year ahead.